Get ready to set sail on a musical journey to Newfoundland. This episode of East Coast Hour is all about the timeless tunes of the rock. We're bringing you classic Newfoundland songs performed by incredible East Coast artists like The Dorymen, White Horse, Ed Coffey, and more. So grab your spoons, stomp your feet, and crank up the volume, because we're diving deep into the heart and soul of Newfoundland's rich musical heritage. Let's get the party started right here on East Coast Hour.
In the world's third largest seaport, far across the sea, there's a baby girl that's waiting, and they say she looks like me. Her hair is like the fallen leaves, always upon the sea. I long to see the smiling face of my daughter Wanda Lee. My little girl called Wanda Lee means all the world to me. How I long to see her smiling face. She won't recognize, I know, but as days come and go, I'll prove no one can take her daddy's place. I was far away the day she came upon the drifting foam. For I live the life of a sailor, and I'm very seldom home. But I'll soon be going back now. It won't be long, I know. I'll see that baby girl of mine, the one that I love so. My little girl called Wanda Lee means all the world to me. How I long to see her smiling face. She won't recognize, I know, but as days come and go, I'll prove no one can take her daddy's place.
Fancy brings the thought to me of a flower that's bright and fair. Its grace and beauty both combine, more brighter too, more rare. Just like a maiden that I know once shared my happy lot, where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." We met, I really don't know where, but still it's just the same. For love grows in the busy street as well as in the lane. I gently pressed her tiny hand, one glance at me she shot. She dropped a flower, I picked it up, 'twas a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming around the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." At last there came a happy time when something that I said, it caused her lips to murmur yes, and shortly we were wed. There is a house down in a lane in a tiny garden spot. There grows a flower, I know it well, it's a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming around the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not."
Newfoundland music is deeply woven into the cultural fabric of the province, reflecting its history, hardships, and celebrations. Rooted in the traditions of Irish, Scottish, and English settlers, this music carries the rhythmic pulse of the sea, the resilience of a people shaped by the elements, and the warmth of tightly knit communities. From rollicking rigs and reels to soulful ballads, the songs tell the stories of fishermen braving the Atlantic, the heartbreak of those lost to the waves, and the enduring spirit of those who call the rock home. Instruments like the accordion, fiddle, and bodhran bring these songs to life, turning kitchens and pubs into stages for spontaneous gatherings and storytelling.
We live down here in Newfoundland where everything is oh so grand. We fish and shoot while hunting game, and other climes they do the same. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? This land is famed for the caribou all sorts of birds abound. Here too to the summer home of the wild goose, while every wood is full of moose. Our rivers teeming hereabout with salmon and with speckled trout. Invite the traveller by the way to stop and spend a holiday. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? Our people dwelling by the sea live by the means of the fishery. Some sail away to a distant shore, away down on the Labrador. Farmer with his plow and rake is living from the soil is taking. Miners with picks and dynamite, and the mines are working day and night. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? And now with axes and bucksaws, according to our country's laws, the bushman works 10 hours a day, and in that time makes darn good pay. Some work in the office and the stores, all sorts of odd jobs in galore. There are men on tractors, trucks and tugs, while others go collecting bugs. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? At Grand Falls and at Corner Brook are paper mills where'er you look, producing paper night and day to ship the countries far away. Mechanics and electricians too appear to have much work to do. Patrolmen on the power line are kept quite busy all the time. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? At Deerlick lies the sea, the power that meets out juice by the kilowatt hour. The growth machines go night and day at Buckins 50 miles away. It runs a mill in a paper town with electric lights do all around, with power augmented every year with extra juice from Bay to Spear. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? And so now folks, we'll end this rhyme. Well, you might say I think it's time. Here's a health to all on sea and land, ye hardy folks of Newfoundland. Ah ha ha, ain't it grand to live down here in Newfoundland? Ah ha ha, Newfoundland, no place in the world so grand.
I was born under the star, never meant to journey far from all the faces and the place that I called home. And my father lived the same, and his father before him, but now I see in my son's eyes something has changed. And the smoke, it has stopped rising from the chimney up the road, and the light no longer shines over the door. Last year I lent a hand to haul the boats onto the land. They've been lying there for 19 months or more. And I wonder, will they lie there evermore? Wasn't many years ago that the men round here would go out in their skiffs and haul their traps out on the bay. And then shortly they'd return, loaded down from stem to stern, and weigh off the fish, then store the gear away. Now the waters are as barren as the cliffs that guard the cove, and catch the north wind blowing off the shore. And I wonder how an ocean turns as lifeless as a stone. And I wonder, can the sea revive once more? And I wonder, will they lie there evermore? Well, I hear some people say we'd be better off to stay ashore and train for jobs outside the fishery. Now wouldn't I look like a fool to go traipsing off to school after 40 years of living off the sea? Now my son, he's barely 21 and handy at the trawl. For years he helped me fish the Labrador. Now he's moving to Ontario before the first snowfall. Dad, there's nothing left for me round here no more. And I wonder, will I see his children born? And I wonder, will they lie there evermore?
Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, and I've robbed both great and small. And me neck will pay for all when I die, when I die. And me neck will pay for all when I die. I have 20 pounds in store, that's not all, that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store, that's not all. I have 20 pounds in store,
and I'll rob for 20 more. For the rich must help the poor, so must I, so must I. For the rich must help the poor, so must I. Oh, they brought me to Coot Hill in a cart, in a cart. Oh, they brought me to Coot Hill in a cart. Oh, they brought me to Coot Hill, there I stopped to make my will. For the best of friends must part, so must I, so must I. For the best of friends must part, so must I. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, and the hangman pulled the rope. Oh, and ne'er a word I spoke, tumbling down, tumbling down. Oh, and ne'er a word I spoke, tumbling down. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, chimney sweep. Oh, me name it is Sam Hall, and I hate yous one and all. You're a bunch of muggers all, damn your eyes, damn your eyes. You're a bunch of muggers all, damn your eyes.
Storytelling is at the heart of Newfoundland music, capturing the joys and struggles of life on the island. Many songs passed down through generations are rich with humor, wit, and poetic lyricism, recounting tales of shipwrecks, storms, and the hard but honest work of fishing. Others speak of love and loss, the pain of leaving home, and the yearning for those who have gone away. This deep emotional connection makes Newfoundland music more than just entertainment. It's a living history, preserving the voices of ancestors and keeping traditions alive in the heart of those who sing them.
I pondered on those days gone by as I sat beside the mill and gazed upon the setting sun as it sank beneath the hill. I gazed on it once more, me boys, was the very sight I've seen. Well, it's just the same now as it was when we were sweet 16. Oh, how I long for those bright days to come again once more. But come again they never will, for now I'm 64. I went a little further on as up the hill I walked. I sat down on that very spot where we oft-times sat and talked. We talked about those happy days, so blissful and serene. We talked about those happy days
sweet 16. Oh, how I long for those bright days to come again once more. But come again, they never will, for now I'm 64. Well, the past is past and she's gone. On earth we'll meet no more. Ah, but we will meet in heaven above on that eternal shore. And when we meet we'll part no more. We both will reign supreme. No more to sing days gone by when we were sweet 16. Oh, how I long for those bright days to come again once more. But come again, they never will, for now I'm 64.
I've seen it all, the rise and fall. Now fishing stocks are gone. It's a different way of life, but we'll go on. We face the icy winds and cold out on the northern sea, where the cod stocks made 11 ones for me. And I remember years ago when men they made their daily catch. We caught downs from the heads of fish we'd snatch. For a buck a pound we'd all go down close by the water's edge, and we'd wait for skulls to fall down from the ledge. But if I stare out long enough over the mist upon the bay, I can still see men in the mornings sail away. I believe I see a vision in my dream from on this log, rise from the seas like ghosts out in the fog. But time moves on, our lives they change. Some friends we'll see no more, as we boarded up the windows and the doors. And we stare once more at an empty shore where Caitlin used to race, and we leave for good, the tears roll down our face. But if I stare out long enough over the mist upon the bay, I can still see men in the morning sail away. And I believe I see a vision in my dream from on this log, rise from the seas like ghosts out in the fog. But the years they drift behind us, and the dreams we had are gone, and we realize it's time now to move on. Like an ember from the chimney of a wood stove, time it flies, and it fades away like stars up in the sky. And if I stare out long enough over the mist upon the bay, I can still see men in the morning sail away. And I believe I see a vision in my dream from on this log, rise from the seas like ghosts out in the fog. But if I stare out long enough over the mist upon the bay, I can still see men in the morning sail away. And I believe I see a vision in my dream from on this log, rise from the seas like ghosts out in the fog. They rise from the seas like ghosts out in the
Take me back to my western boat. Let me fish off Cape St. Mary's, where the hagdowns sail and the foghorns wail. With my friends, the Browns and Clarys, let me fish off Cape St. Mary's. Let me feel my dory lift to the broad Atlantic combers, where the tide rips swirl and the wild dogs whirl, where old Neptune calls the numbers 'neath the broad Atlantic combers. Let me sail up Golden Bay, with my oilskins all a-streaming from the thunder squall when I haul the trawl, and my old Cape Ann a-gleaming, with my oilskins all a-streaming. Let me view that rugged shore, where the beach is all a-glisten, with the capelin spawn where from dusk to dawn you bait your trawl and listen to the undertow hissing. Last big shore, where the ground swells break asunder, where the wild sands roll to the surger's toll. Let me be that snug green cove where the seas roll up their thunder. There let me rest in the earth's cool breast, where the stars shine out their wonder and the seas roll up their thunder.
The music of Newfoundland is a soundtrack to both celebration and sorrow, mirroring the rugged beauty and harsh realities of life on the North Atlantic. It is a testament to resilience, a means of finding joy in the face of adversity, and a reminder that through music, no one is ever truly alone. Whether belted out in a lively pub, shared among family and friends, or played in quiet remembrance of those who have passed, these songs connect the people of Newfoundland to their past, to each other, and to the vast, untamed landscape they call home.
In 1915, on the 10th day of June, at Burke's Wharf the Marian lay, prepared for the banks as was custom to do, all loaded with capelin for bait. The wind from the northwest a fine summer breeze, as Ike Jones from St. Jack's he steered. And the boys in the forecastle made plans for that night, when they'd all go ashore in St. Pierre. Some were uneasy, there'd be trouble, they said, 'cause Ike Jones was noted to fight. And at the Café de France on the last trip he made, a Frenchman had threatened his life. The challenge to fight was issued that night, while the cheap French liquor ran free. The French captain then warned the Marian's men he would answer the challenge at sea. Next day the Marian set sail again, and so too the story relates. The French beam trawler weighed anchor as well, and followed close by in her wake. She's a Fortune Bay schooner heading out for the banks, with fine party Fortune Bay men. But some on the quay were rumoured to say she'd never be heard from again. The fate that befell the Marian's crew and their schooner will never be known. Not a trace and no tidings were ever again to be heard by those waiting at home. Some say the Frenchman was true to his word, some say he confessed for he died. That he scuttled the Marian and settled the debt, not taking one man o'er the side. Families of Skinners and Dallas and Miles grieved for their loved ones on shore. And the Newfoundland story of lost to the sea was told as so often before. She's a Fortune Bay schooner sailing out from St. Jack's with a fine crew of Fortune Bay men. But never no more will she pass by the light with her jib flapping into the wind. No, never no more will she pass by the light with her jib flapping into the wind.
Hey, got a better order for the singers here. Thank you.
I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I swear I will play the wild rover no more.
1, 2, 3, 1.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse that I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, but she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can get any day. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Then I took from my pocket a handful of gold, and on the round table it glittered and rolled. Well, the landlady smiled as she served me the best. What I told you before, sure, 'twas only in jest. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go back to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they forgive me as oft times before, then I swear I will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
I's to buy that builds the boat, and I's to buy the sails her, and I's to buy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingly, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. Sods and rinds to cover your flake, cake and tea for supper, cod fishing the spring of the year, fried in maggoty butter. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingly, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. I don't want your maggoty fish, they're no good for winter. Well, I can buy as good as that way down in Bonavista. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. I took Liza to a dance as fast as she could travel, and every step that she could take was up to her knees in gravel. Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. Susan White, she's out of sight, her petticoat wants a border, while Lonesome Oliver in the dark, he kissed her in the corner. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. I's the boy that builds the boat, and I's the boy that sails her, and I's the boy that catches the fish and brings it home to Liza. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
And that's a wrap on this special episode of East Coast Hour. We've journeyed through the heart and soul of Newfoundland, where music is more than just a melody. It's a living history, a way of life, and a deep connection to the sea, the land, and the people who call it home. We've celebrated the stories of fishermen, the sting of loss, the warmth of love, and the resilience of a culture that refuses to fade. Each song carries the echoes of those who came before, keeping traditions alive with every note. So whether you're raising a glass in a lively kitchen party or reminiscing by the shore, let the music of Newfoundland always remind you of its rich history and unwavering spirit. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible East Coast music. Until next time, keep the music alive, and we'll see you again on East Coast Hour.